Hello and welcome back to another episode of That Sound Podcast. And if you love music, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to be running through my final collection that I gathered up, very small collection, which I only started at Christmas. For this month, I picked up 4 albums, I think, which is small numbers compared to some of you, I'm sure. But yeah, as I say, it's slowly growing and there's a wide range of genres that I'm into. So let's get straight into it. So before I get into the albums, I want to give a big shout out to Universal Bookshop in Letterkenny in County Donegal in Ireland. An absolutely fantastic shop. If you're on the vinyl hunt, check them out. They have an absolutely brilliant Facebook page. They ship all over Ireland, possibly England as well, I believe. But check them out on Facebook. Universal Bookshop in Letterkenny, County Donegal. So let's get into it. First one I picked up was a bargain, and I have to give a shout out to a buddy of mine, uh, Kieran McMahon from Mayo in County Mayo in Ireland, who put me onto this band when we both lived in America. So I picked up this one, Creedence Clearwater. Um, I only know the big hits, to be honest. I don't really know much of the deep cuts, but I always was a huge fan of John Fogerty and the big hits, so I can't wait to get into this. So this is the complete hit album number 2. Some of the tracks on this: Have You Ever Seen the Rain, Hey Tonight, Sweet Hitchhiker, Looking for a Reason, Hello Mary Lou, Don't Look Now, Someday Never Comes, and then on side 2 I put A Spell on You, Born on the Bayou, or the Bayou, Long as I Can See the Light, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Run Through the Jungle, Cotton Fields, and Traveling Band. And there's definitely some of the big hits on this one, obviously, and I can't wait to get into some of the tracks that I'm not too familiar with, but an absolutely awesome band, so can't wait to get into that. Picked that one up for €15, the bargain, and I got 2 of them. I got another one. You can see that there. So this is Creedence Clearwater Revival, that featuring John Fogerty, the Chronicle, top 20 greatest hits, 1976. I got that for €13. Um, a lot of the same tracks, I should say. So John Fogerty, Tom Fogerty, Stu Cook on bass, and Doug Clifford on drums. Some of the tracks: Susie Q, I Put a Spell on You, Proud Mary, Bad Moon Rising, Lodi, Green River, Commotion, Down on the Corner, Fortunate Son, Traveling Band. Then on side 2, Who'll Stop the Rain, Up Around the Bend, Run Through the Jungle, Looking Out My Back Door, Long as I Can See the Light, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Have You Ever Seen the Rain, Hate Tonight, Sweet Hitchhiker, and Someday Never Comes. A lot of crossover there, but there's a few deep cuts there, I believe, that I'm not too familiar with, so I can't wait to throw that on. I think it's a good background band, just a few beers listening to that. I think it's brilliant. Something completely different then. Iron Maiden. Absolutely brilliant. The Number of the Beast. This was either the first or the second album that I ever picked up from my own money. I believe when I made my confirmation, I went up to Dublin. I remember going up on the bus and I bought Nevermind and this. And I believe this might have been the first one that I picked up. And a big shout out to my neighbour again who put me on to Maiden. I love this album. The tracks, of course. Well, the band lineup: Bruce Dickinson, Dave Murray, Adrian Smith, Steve Harris, and Cliff Bohr. I always got mixed up. I thought it was the other drummer on that album, but I believe this was the last album that Clive, I should say, Clive done. So side 1, The Invaders, Children of the Damned, The Prisoner, 22 Acacia Avenue. Side 2, The Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Gangland, and the best track on the album, Hallowed Be Thy Name. Absolutely love this album. Just kind of came up, went in for a pooch around one day, and it was there, and I said, you know what, I have to get it. So, brilliant album. Love it. Something completely different again then. I picked up a Jeff Beck album. Um, I love Jeff Beck. Again, I don't know the deep stuff. I know some of the bigger hits that he's played on and stuff. I did give this a listen, and to be honest, I wasn't really impressed with it. I thought it was a bit boring. I don't know. I picked it up for $12.95, bit of a bargain. Jeff Beck Anthology. Um, Shapes of Things, What Do You Want, New York City Blues, Someone to Love Part 1, and for RSG Side 2, Mister, You're a Better Man, Someone to Love Part 2, Jeff's Blue, I Ain't Got You, and I Ain't Done Wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I thought it was a bit boring, and he's far from boring. But maybe if you let me know in the comments, is this not one of his better albums? Because I really do want to get into it. And another one then that I've been listening to this month is this baby, Black Sabbath, Paranoid. What an album. Really, really good album. We've been doing some reviews on that. We've also reviewed Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast. If you check out our channel, it's on Acast, so it's available on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. Look us up, That's Our Podcast, and we do a deep dive into some of these albums. So side A, War Pigs, Paranoid, Planet Caravan, Iron Man. Side B, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, and Fairy's Way Up Boots. Ozzy, of course, on vocals, Tony Iommi, Terry Giza Butler, and Bill Ward on drums. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. And that is my haul for this month. So, catch you in the next one.